भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानोचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं अवस्थात्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मास्त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वमिन्द्रस्त्वमग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्सुवरो गणाधीं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णाधीस्तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारः पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपम् बिन्दुरुत्तररूपम् नादः सन्धानम् सगुंहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेश विद्या गणक ऋषिः निसृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणम् रथं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजम् रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृतेः पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय वरदमूर्तये नमः एतदधर्वशीर्षं योधीते स ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते स सर्वविघ्नैर्न बाध्यते स सर्वत्र सुखमेधते स पञ्चमहापापात् प्रमुच्यते सायमधेयानो दिवसकृतं पापं नाशयते प्रातरधेयानो रात्रिकृतं पापं नाशयते सायं प्रातः प्रयुञ्जानो पापो पापो भवति सर्वत्राधेयानोपविघ्नो भवति धर्मार्थकाममोक्षं च विन्दते इदमधर्वशीर्षमशिष्याय न देयम् यो यदि मोहात् दास्यति स पापीयान् भवति सहस्रावर्तनाद्यं यं काममधीते तं तमनेन साधयेत् अनेन गणपतिमभिषिञ्चति स वाग्मी भवति चतुर्थ्या मनश्नन् जपति स विद्यावान् भवति इत्यथर्वणवाक्यम् ब्रह्माद्यावरणं विद्यान्न बिभेति कदाचनेति यो दूर्वाङ्गुरैर्यजति स वैश्रवणोपमो भवति यो लाजैर्यजति स यशोवान् भवति स मेधावान् भवति यो मोदकसहस्रेण यजति स वाञ्छितफलमवाप्नोति यः साज्यः समिद्भिर्यजति स सर्वं लभते स सर्वं लभते अष्टौ ब्राह्मणान् सम्यग्राहयित्वा सूर्यवर्चस्वी भवति सूर्यग्रहे महानद्यां प्रतिमासन्निधौ वा जप्त्वा सिद्धमन्त्रो भवति महाविघ्नात् प्रमुच्यते महादोषात् प्रमुच्यते महाप्रत्यवायात् प्रमुच्यते स सर्वविद्भवति स सर्वविद्भवति य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत् भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
लक्ष्मी च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात्। हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तां महावः जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गामश्वं पुरुषानहम् अश्वपूर्वां रथमध्यां हस्तिनादप्रबोधिनीं श्रियं देवीमुपह्वये श्रीमादेवी जुषताम् कांसोऽस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकारामार्द्रां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियम् चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदारां तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वां वृणे आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोऽथ बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसानुदन्तु मायान्तरायाश्च बाह्या अलक्ष्मीः उपैतु मां देवसखः कीर्तिश्च मणिना सह प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि राष्ट्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिमृद्धिं ददातु मे श्रुत्पिबा भूतिमसमृद्धिं च सर्वान् निर्णुद मे गृहात् गन्धद्वारां दुराधर्षान् नित्यपुष्टां करीषिणीम् ईश्वरीगुं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियम् मनसः काममाकूतिं वाचः सत्यमशीमहि पशूनां रूपमन्नस्य मयि श्रीश्रयतां यशः कर्दमेन प्रजा भूता मयि सम्भव कर्दमा श्रियं वासय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनीम् आपसृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतवस मे गृहे निज देवे मातरं श्रियं वासय मे कुले आर्द्रां पुष्करिणीं पुष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः आर्द्रां यक्करिणीं यष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तां महावः जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्योश्वान् विन्देयं पुरुषानहम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. Offering my prayerful pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Mother Sai. Respected elders, my dear sisters and brothers, Sai Ram to one and all. The warm golden sands were restless in the air of excitement, watching the rocking waves ahead and the clear blue sky above. But the little toddler was immersed in his own world, enchanted by the music, the sounds, and the lights all around. As he tiptoed past the strangers, collecting gifts and giving smiles. But in the midst of his little adventure of freedom, he paused and turned back to greet the reassuring smile of his mother's unwavering gaze. This moment to me captures the essence of Dasara. For it's perhaps the most bittersweet experience for a mother when her child takes the first steps. On one hand, there is the pain of letting go, and yet there is the pride of watching the child stand on its 2 feet. But she sets him free anyway, knowing very well that there will come a moment when he will turn back and she will be there. But what if a child strays too far? What if over our lives and lifetimes we have strayed too far, chasing the mirages, that today when we turn back, we notice that the mother is missing? Perhaps she's just playing hide and seek with us, teasing us in her very own creation. For even as we are asleep in the lap of her dreams, she silently awakens and washing the courtyard afresh in the first dew, she sprinkles the rangoli of constellations on the dark sky, only to be given away in her footsteps as she rushes past the courtyard when her anklets break into the bird song, waking us to the first rays of her lovely face. Her rainbow smile on our gloomy days as she waltzes past in the beautiful colors of spring, she verily saturates every breath of the universe in her infinite mercy. And therefore, she is not missing. Perhaps the only place to find what we are looking for is right where we are. The world demands our achievements, but the loving mother, she only desires our attachment. Love and longing draw her out, and it's ageless. She's so simple that even a child who does not know how to express what he wants awaits her care as much as the most accomplished man who still needs Ma for his missing glasses. We might not even deserve her at times, but we will always need her. And therefore, the sweetest devotion perhaps is this intimate soulful attachment to the Divine Mother, the longing to be in her arms again. As a famous German philosopher once remarked, the essence of all beautiful art, all great art, is gratitude. Prayer then becomes the heartfelt expression of this gratitude. And Dasara is the reunion, the homecoming, the celebration of this bond of the mother and her child. The Veda Purusha Saptaha Jnana Yajna that we witness every morning is the flame where the mother prepares the eventual nourishment of our body and minds. But the final dessert is right here. For it is here that we have served the delicacies of the soul. in the experiences of her love, in the stories of her children. This afternoon, on the second day of the Veda Purusha Saptaha Jnana Yajna, in the Prasanthi Vidwan Maha Sabha here, we have Sri Aman Javeri, who will be sharing his thoughts with us on the topic Lessons at His Lotus Feet. Brother Aman joined the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning Prasanthi Nilayam campus in the year 2008 for his MBA program after completing his bachelor's in engineering for computer science and working for 2 years. In 2010, he was blessed by Vidwan to join the MPhil doctoral program in the Prasanthi Nilayam campus. He's been the recipient of the gold medal for academic excellence for his MPhil in the field of business and political economy. Over the years, he has had numerous opportunities to speak in Bhagwan's physical and divine presence here in Prasanthi Nilayam, including the Prasanthi Vidwan Mahasabha. He is currently pursuing his doctorate in the field of social innovation and human development. I now request Brother Aman to take the dais. Jai Sai Ram.
सर्व वेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरम तमगोचरम साई गोविंदम परमानंदम सद्गुरुम प्रणतोस्म्यहम. I offer myself at the lotus feet of our most beloved Lord, whose nature is bliss infinite and who is known through the imports of Vedanta. Yat satyena jagat satyam Yat prakashena bhati yat Yada nandena nandanti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I offer my obeisances at the lotus feet of our beloved Guru, because of whose truth there is truth, because of whose light there is light, and because of whose bliss we all feel happiness. Swami, we pray to you, let our speech be rooted in our minds. Let our minds be rooted in our speech. Let us never ever forsake what we have heard. May the teacher and the taught be always protected. Respected elders and my dear brothers and sisters, a loving Sai Ram to all of you. Gratitude. And hearing that, a lot of memories come to my mind, and I feel like starting this talk by paying my gratitude to Bhagwan. It's almost impossible to even think that we can repay Bhagwan in any way possible. But sharing our gratitude gives us a sense of satisfaction and joy. I remember in 2008, I barely knew Bhagwan. I was so naive that before we joined here, we were called to Dharmakshetra for an induction program. And the person who called me, I asked him, where is Dharmakshetra? And he asked me, are you the same person who has got admission in Swami's college? And I said, yes, I am the same person. When I went there, I saw people writing letters to Bhagwan and placing it at the altar. And I was wondering to myself, are these letters going to be posted to Swami, and is Swami going to read these letters? I was so naive. Today I feel bad sometimes how much I have missed of Swami when I was young. But I also feel grateful to Bhagwan. When I was asked to join here, not even join, during my entrance exams, I remember I called up one of my friends and I told him, I don't want to join this institution. That is why what I will do is I will not prepare for my entrance exams. That way I will not get an MBA seat and naturally I will come back home. At that time I never knew that Swami has already made his plans. After I got my MBA seat, Swami was not here, Swami was in Vrindavan. And I remember telling to myself, I think I should go back home. I think I should go back home. On 9th of June, we heard Swami is coming, and our warden told us that there is going to be a program and all new students will get a chance to sit in the third block. And since we were the first PG students, we got a chance to sit in the first line. And I remember when Swami came in the chair, we were all peeping like this, and Swami came towards me. Swami looked at me and Swami just lifted his hand. I don't know what happened. I just jumped. I caught Swami's hand. I touched his feet. I looked at Swami for barely 2 seconds. Swami looked at me, I looked at Swami. And after darshan, I ran to hostel. I called up my mother and I told her, Mummy, do you know, I saw Swami so closely that I could see his fair complexion. And after that day, life has never been the same. From where I was to where Swami has brought me for reasons best known to him, I think I can only express my gratitude in these few words before I start my speech. All of us come to Swami and learn through small experiences. Of course, we all know that it's almost impossible to document our experiences because Swami's life is so phenomenal. As Sant Kabir once wrote, Sab dharti ka gaj karun, lekhani sab van rai, सात समुद्र की मसी करूं, गुरु गुण लिखा न जाए कबीरा, गुरु गुण लिखा न जाए. It's almost impossible to write Swami's glory even if we collect all the ink of this world and all the pens of this world and all the paper of this world. But experiences are important to recollect, not for anybody else but for ourselves, because it gives us happiness. Experiences become a source of joy for us. But before I share some of my experiences, I also want to say that Swami coming in our awareness, Swami bursting into our consciousness itself is an experience. Coming to Prasanthi Nilayam in Swami's Sannidhi itself is an experience. If we come here and say, I have come to Prasanthi Nilayam and now I am awaiting an experience, I think we are missing the whole point. Because being here in Swami's divine presence itself is the greatest experience that we can have in our lives. Today I want to share some experiences that happened after Swami's Samadhi and how these experiences have taught me some very, very important lessons in life which I cherish. And I hope that from these experiences, each one of us sitting here will be able to derive something. We always say that being a Sai student is a job of great responsibility. Yes, that is because once you are Swami's student, suddenly your value goes up from negative to infinite. And I experienced this in 2012. I was at home in Bombay and I was driving with one of my friends, and it was late in the evening, and in cities we have these police checking for people's licenses and vehicle papers, etc. So we were stopped at one barricade, and from the other window, one cop knocked and told my friend to lower his window. So my friend lowered his window, and in a very, very deep baritone voice, looking at us extremely suspiciously as if we are criminals and we are just going to get arrested, he asked us, "From where have you come?" So this friend of mine panicked. He didn't know what to say. So he looked at him and told, "Sir, this driver is from Sai Baba Institute in Puttaparthi." And I was thinking, what is he saying? Why is he saying? And the next moment, this inspector, from his very serious demeanor, shouted, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, and he came running. I didn't know what to do. Before I knew, he almost got into the car through the window and started hugging me. I was seeing stars. I didn't know what is happening. And instead of asking for a license, he asked me, Sir, are you from Sai Baba's institution in Puttaparthi? I said, yes. Can I have your visiting card? So I gave him my card, which read Doctoral Scholar, Sri Sathya Institute of Higher Learning. The moment he saw the card, he kissed it. He touched it on his eyes. And he told me, Sir, how is Puttaparthi? I didn't know what to tell. It happened so fast. I told him, Sir, everything is fine. Then he asked, do you stay in Puttaparthi? I said, yes, I stay in Puttaparthi. Do you go to Mandir every day? I said, yes, I go to Mandir. Have you seen Bhagwan? Yes, I have seen Bhagwan. Then he said, Sir, you go ahead on this road, there are 2 more barricades. If anybody stops you, tell Sai Ram and tell my name. Nobody will stop you, you can zoom off. So, I was driving the car, and all this while I was thinking, why did this happen to me? And then my memory took me back to when I was doing my MBA, and after a speech, Swami asked somebody, how did these boys speak? And that person said, Swami, they spoke very well. And Swami said, they have to speak well. They have to be good boys because they are my reaction, my reflection, my resound. That time I thought, okay, because of Swami's divinity, we will automatically inculcate these values. While that is true, it also struck me at that time that being Swami's student is a great responsibility. And knowing that we must strive extremely hard to live up to Bhagwan's expectations. By the way, this is not true only for students. One of my classmates is from Africa, and he narrated this very funny story to me. It sounds funny now. At that time, it would have been so scary. In his apartment, there's a ground, first and second floor. And suddenly, one day, they found some men carrying guns coming to loot them. So they went on the ground floor, cleaned it up. They went on the second floor, cleaned it up. When they came down to this brother's house, they saw Swami's photo. And they put their guns on the side, went and took Pad Namaskar. Just imagine, thieves coming in your house with guns, suddenly taking Pad Namaskar. For all you know, they would have asked for some prasadam also. And they said, we know you people, you have done a lot of service for our community. We are not going to harm you. And they just went away. So from cops to thieves, from India to Africa, if we associate ourselves with Swami, that is the kind of value that it brings to our life, and that is the kind of responsibility that we have to live up to those expectations of Bhagwan. Let me share one more experience. This again happened in 2012. One of my very close friends, cousin brother, a young boy of 15 years old, he was in the last stages of cancer. At that time, I happened to be at home. I had just finished my MPhil and I was at home. And he called me and he told me, Aman, this is the problem and I want to go to the hospital. Can you accompany me? So he's my childhood friend, so I went along with him. When we were coming back, I asked him, how is this boy's health now? And he said, doctors have given up. They told at the most he has 7 days to live and he's almost in the state of coma. He can't perceive anything. So I don't know why, spontaneously I just asked him, would you like to have bhajans at your house? He said, okay, let me just check up. So he called up that boy's mother and said, look, one of my friends has come from Sai Baba's ashram in Puttaparthi and he's asking whether we can have bhajans at home. They don't know anything about Swami. So she said, yes, please call him. So he asked me how many people would come. So I told him tabla, harmonium, kanjira, and 5-6 more people. So roughly around 10 people will be there. So he said, okay, why don't you come today evening? And I said, fine. So very happily, I called up my brother and I told him, bhai, today we need some people to go for bhajans. Why don't you ask some of your friends in Bombay? Because I don't know a lot of people there because all my Sai life I have spent in Puttaparthi. Then my brother told him, Aman, you know what? There's a big problem today. Today, there is a bhajan workshop in Dharmakshetra by our singers from Prasanthi Nilayam. And you know, when Prasanthi Nilayam singers go to any place, what is the kind of crowd people have? Everybody from Bombay lock their homes and reach Dharmakshetra. So we tried calling, and everybody said, we didn't tell them the reason why we wanted them, but can you come for bhajans? No, actually today there's a bhajan workshop, we are going there. You should have told us 2 days in advance. And when all this was happening, I was just wondering, Swami, why did you prompt me to, make this offer in the first place? It looks so embarrassing that Swami's student has come from Puttaparthi and there's nobody to do bhajans. As I was thinking about this, suddenly I get a call from one of our alumnus who had been in Prasanthi Nilayam for several years. He has composed so many of bhajans that we sing today in Swami's presence. Out of the blue, he calls me and tells me, Sai Ram Aman, I am in Bombay. I tell him, sir, where are you? He gives me a location. And I tell him, sir, one place you have to go for bhajans, will you come? He says, yes, I'll come, pick me up. So I put my harmonium in the car, I drive there. On the way, I get a call from another alumnus. He tells me that actually I had a music class. He was a teacher in our music college. He has also sung in Bhagwan's presence for so many years. He said, Aman bhai, I was going for my music class, but it got cancelled. I am midway. I can come for bhajans because your brother told me. Can you pick me up? I asked him, where are you? He was in the exact place where I was going to pick up the other alumnus. So I told him, just wait there. Don't move from there. I'm just coming there. So I just drove the car, picked both of them. We went. We did bhajans, just the three of us. And after the bhajans, the boy's mother told us that in the past 1 week since the child has come home, this is the first time that the boy has shown an emotion or a response. He's moving his eyes, and I think he is understanding what you people are doing here. I felt so grateful to Swami that in the last days of that child's life, Swami's name entered his consciousness. 2 days later, that boy passed away. But when I reflect on this experience, I realize that when Swami said, if you want to do seva, the only thing you need is a good intention. All resources will come to you. This is a real example that happened in my life, which really taught me that yes, everything Swami says has so much meaning. On similar lines, another experience happened. One of my classmates, he was doing his MPhil and he was my cupboard mate. And for some financial reason, he had to leave the institute and he wanted to join an MTech course. So he applied for an MTech course outside in computer science. And a few days later, Swami came in his dream. And Swami told him, go and do BTech. For those of you who don't know, BTech is done after 12th class. It is a 4-year undergraduate course. Our brother, after 12th, had finished his BSc Physics. He had finished his MSc Physics. And he was about to complete his MPhil, which means he was 7 years past his BTech age. And the moment he told me, the first thought that came to my mind is, okay, maybe he's sad, no? That is why Swami is coming in his dream just to give him some happiness. Of course, I didn't tell him this. Few days later, this brother of ours tells me that, Bhaiya, you know what? I got seat for MTech Computer Science in one of the very good institutions in our country. So I was very happy and I said, good, wish you all the best. He went for admission, giving his fees. But when he went there, the director of that campus called him and told him, look, brother, you have applied for MTech. For MTech, the undergraduate degree which is required is BTech, but you don't have a BTech. You have a BSc and MSc in physics. So we are giving you this seat, but as part of your course, 2 credits from BTech course are missing. That is why, while you are doing MTech, simultaneously you have to attend one course in the BTech class, complete that, and then you will be able to join permanently in the MTech class. When he told this to me, I was stunned. It's almost impossible to think that somebody will do BTech, MTech, it's so much confusion. But Swami's word did come true. Swami told, go and do BTech. He did BTech 2 credit courses. Swami never said 2 credit, 4 credit full course. But it did happen. Again, it taught me a wonderful lesson. Everything Swami says is going to happen. 100%. It's just that we don't know when things will happen, in what way they will happen. But yes, it will happen 100%. talking about experiences, we also know that experiences have their own limitations. Because ultimately we are also an experience. Every day we arise awake from the bed. With us arises memories of who we are, what work we are supposed to do, what is our degree, who is our father, who is our mother. Then again we go to sleep. And in that sleep we forget everything. We forget who God is. We forget who we are. We forget what we have studied. We forget where we work. We forget who our friends are. We forget everything in this world. And so, the experience of existence also goes away. Then again we arise, awake, one more experience, yes, I am this identity, and then we live our whole lives. But being with Swami, I realized that true learning actually starts when experiences end. Because being with Bhagwan, after some time we get used to experiences. We feel that it is Bhagwan's duty to give us experiences every now and then so that we can be happy in life. And if we have any problem, we just say, no, I'm asking Swami, or some answer will come. I know Swami will give, some experience will come. Experiences we start taking for granted. And when these experiences stop, that is the time when our real learning starts. As we come closer to Bhagwan, as we gain all these experiences, we start developing a certain amount of love for Swami. But along with this love comes a dichotomy. Because Bhagwan has always said, to love God is to follow God. And we see in our lives, we know that we love Swami, but we also know that we are not able to follow Swami. And then we start wondering, what is this dichotomy? I know Swami is God, and yet I am not able to follow God. And following does not mean the way we want, the way that is convenient to us. Following means implicit obedience to the Guru. And truly speaking, implicit obedience is the first step of our learning. There's a beautiful story which I often share with our boys because I find it to be very, very powerful, and I would like to share with all of you. This story is about a saint recently who passed away, I think in 2011. Swami Satyanand Saraswati from a place called Munger in Bihar. He is a student, a disciple of Swami Shivanand from Rishikesh, whom Bhagwan had also met. And Swami Satyanand writes this experience in one of the books where he says, when he was 18 years old, he could go to a state beyond the mind. Just imagine for a moment, okay? An 18-year-old saying, I can go to a stage beyond the mind. But beyond that, he doesn't know what to do. So he keeps on struggling, meeting gurus here and there. And then one day somebody tells him, why don't you go to Swami Shivanand? I think he will be able to help you. So he goes to Rishikesh and he tells Swami Shivanand, Swamiji, I can reach a no-mind state. I don't know what to do after that. And Swami Shivanand tells him, don't worry, I know what, I will teach you. So he is very happy. And Swami Shivanand tells him, come tomorrow morning. Meditation technique is going to be taught. And when he comes, Swami Shivanand tells him, see, in our kitchen, there is shortage of workers. We are cooking upma today. Why don't you go and cut vegetables? This fellow is thinking, I came here for some deadly meditation technique. I don't know why he's sending me to cut vegetables. Of course, he goes there. For 5 years, he works in the kitchen. 18 hours a day. Not even 1 minute of meditation. After 5 years, one day he tells his master, sir, I think it's enough. I think I need to go back home. You never taught me what you promised. And Swami Shivanand says, yes, I got caught up with so much work. Why don't you do one thing? Join the press for a few days. After that, I will definitely teach you the technique. So he says, okay. He joins the Hindi press as an editor. For the next 5 years, he works 20 hours a day. No sleep, no food, no meditation. 10 years go by. Swami Satyanand is now 28 years old. And one day, he gets very irritated. So he comes to his guru and tells him, I have got a job in Delhi. I am going tomorrow. So Swami Shivananda tells him, okay, don't go tomorrow. Wait till Thursday. He says, fine. On Thursday, when he comes with his luggage, Swami Shivanand calls a barber, tells him, shave off this boy's head, and tells him, from today, you are a sannyasi, your name is Satyanand Saraswati. So Swami Satyanand is thinking, first of all, he didn't teach me meditation. Without my asking, he has given off sannyas to me. Now whole life I have to live here. I don't know what to do. Then he says, Swamiji, with utmost humility, I came to learn meditation from you. I want to reach a state of samadhi. You have not taught me anything. And then Swami Shivanand tells him, I have taught you. Go and do meditation. Swamiji, from 10 years I have not meditated. I have forgotten how to meditate. Whatever I knew, that also I have forgotten. No, you go and meditate. And then Swami Satyanand writes that when he goes, within a few moments, he is able to transcend that barrier of the mind and he reaches a state of samadhi. Later on in his life, he writes, who would have known that cutting vegetables in the kitchen and washing dishes would have given me the experience of samadhi? Nobody in the world can tell that except your guru. That is why when your guru tells you to do something, do it implicitly, because he knows what is the learning from that. You will never ever be able to comprehend that in your whole life. Another wonderful experience is of another great saint called Swami Nisargadatta Maharaj. Nisargadatta Maharaj ji, Bhagwan has also talked about him a few times, and many believe that he was a fully realized saint. One day somebody asked him, Maharaj, you talk about Advaita, but you also do bhajans at home. Why is this dichotomy? To this, Nisargadatta Maharaj replied, I know I am fully self-realized, but my guru has told me to do bhajans every day, 2 times a day. Till this body exists, I will obey every word of my master. Sometimes I think, Nisargadatta Maharaj is a fully enlightened soul. I Am That is the book which is written on his teachings. He does not question why his guru asked him to do bhajans. And so many times I have questioned, why bhajans, okay, why Vedam, why Suprabhatam? When such great souls do not question their guru, I think we are in no position to question Swami. We have to follow Swami implicitly. But we are not able to do that. And when we are not able to do that, there is a deep sense of sorrow that comes into our hearts. And that sorrow is what I call as contemplative sorrow. It is not like Duryodhana where he said, Janami dharmam nachame nivrutti. I know what is dharma, but I can't do it. It's not in my nature. It's not that. It is the despondency of Rama. In Yoga Vasishtha, there's a beautiful story where Rama is very, very sorrowful, despondent, and Vasishtha asks him, Rama, why are you upset? And Rama says, Sage Vasishtha, I had gone on a trip to Ayodhya, and on this trip, I saw so much sorrow, so much poverty. Seeing this, I should have got Vairagya, but I don't have Vairagya. That is the reason for my sorrow. Same is our situation. Knowing Swami's divinity, we are yet not able to follow Swami. What should we do? And when such things happen in our life, so many questions arise and experiences stop. And when experiences stop, you are almost forced to look within. You don't know what sadhana to do. You don't know what you should be doing in life. You don't know what you should be asking from Swami. You don't know anything. And in that state of blankness, spontaneously our minds turn inwards. When the mind turns inwards, a few things happen. First thing that happens is we realize that we are taking our thoughts too seriously. We are giving too much importance to ourselves and our thoughts. Thoughts are actually unreal. They have no existence. But we give so much value to these thoughts. The second thing that happens is we realize that we don't have self-love. We feel we have self-love. You ask somebody, do you love yourself? Yes, I love myself. Okay, close your eyes and think about yourself. You will see that you will think about everything in this world except your own self. Because, as Ramana Maharshi said, the mind goes where the heart is. Close your eyes and we will realize that our hearts are not in ourselves. They are in our iPhones, in our cars, in our futures, in our families. One more thing that happens is a new dimension of our life opens up, a dimension of silence, where we realize that we don't need to react to everything in this world. In fact, silent acceptance is our natural state of existence. But beyond all this, there is also a fundamental shift in our relationship with Bhagwan. And this is beautifully explained by one of the poets, Kumar Vishwas, in a Hindi couplet, which goes, हो कालगत से परे चिरंतन, अभी यहाँ थे अभी यहीं हो, कभी धरा पर कभी गगन में, कभी कहाँ थे कभी कहीं हो, तुम्हारी राधा को भान है तुम सकल चराचर में हो समाए, बस एक मेरा है भाग्य मोहन कि जिसमें होकर भी तुम नहीं हो. When we look for experiences, when we look for Swami, this is the emotion. Swami, I find you everywhere in this world. You are everywhere. You are omniscient, you are omnipresent, you are omnipotent. The only place where I don't find you is in my destiny. But when we start looking inwards, the whole perspective changes. And then the same author writes, न द्वारिका में मिले बिराजे, बिरज की गलियों में तुम नहीं हो, न ध्यानियों के हो ध्यान में तुम, अहम जड़े ज्ञान में तुम नहीं हो, तुम्हें ये जग ढूंढता है कान्हा, मगर उसे ये खबर नहीं है, बस एक मेरा है भाग्य मोहन, अगर कहीं हो तो तुम यही हो. God, the world searches for you outside, but nobody realizes that if there is one place in this world, that is in myself, in my own being, and nobody can take you away from my destiny. With these words, I conclude my talk, and I pray to Bhagwan that this experience of his being a very, very integral part of our life is given to each and every one of us. Thank you, Sai Ram.
Thank you, Brother Aman, for those profound experiences and philosophy. I think it was a lovely reminder to all of us that if we pause and reminisce on our own experiences, we will realize there are a lot of these wonderful moments when the Lord hand plays a divine role. And this Dasara, we should all take the time out to enjoy and experience and recall these moments of the Lord. We now humbly pray to our beloved Bhagavan to bless us with his divine message. Afterwards, we will have the students of the Brindavan campus who will present the musical offering that will be followed by the bhajans and Mangalarati. Sai Ram.
విశ్వహృదయమందు వినిపించు ప్రణవంబు, విశ్వహృదయమందు వినిపించు ప్రణవంబు, వినుడు శ్రద్ధతోడ వినులలరా. విశ్వహృదయమందు వినిపించు ప్రణవంబు, వినుడు శ్రద్ధతోడ వీనులలర. కామ్యముక్తులను కామ్యముక్తులనిడ కల్పకం వివసుంది. కామ్య ముక్తులనిడ కల్పకం వివసుని. మరువబోకు మిట్టి మంచి మాట, మరువబోకుడిట్టి మంచి మాట, మరువబోకుడిట్టి మంచి మాట. In the heart of cosmos, in the world, you can hear the sound of pranava. To the content and satisfaction of your ears, please listen to that sound. This is Kalpavruksha, wish-fulfilling tree, which can satisfy all your desires. This is a word of truth. Please do not forget about it. వేదానాం సామవేదోస్మి. వేదములు యందు సామవేదమును నేనే అని గీతాచార్యుడు ప్రకటించాడు. గీతాచార్య డిక్లేర్డ్ that I am Samaveda among Vedas. సామ్న ఉద్గీతో రసః అన్నది చాందోగ్యోపనిషత్తు. చాందోగ్యోపనిషత్ has declared సామవేదమునందు రసస్వరూపమై, ప్రేమస్వరూపమై, దివ్య స్వరూపమై ప్రకటమవుతున్నది ఈ ఓంకారము. Omkara is expressing itself in Samaveda in the form of love, in the form of the essence of melody. ఉద్గీతమనగా ప్రణవమే. Udgita means pranava. సామవేదమునకు ప్రణవమే రసము, ప్రణవమే ప్రాణము. Pranava is the very essence of Samaveda. It is its very life. ఓంకారం సర్వవేదానాం. సర్వవేదములు యందు కూడాను ఓంకారమును ప్రధానమైనటువంటి యొక్క దృష్టితో ప్రకటన చేసింది. Omkara has expressed itself as the essence of all Vedas. దీనిని బట్టి ఓంకారం అనేటువంటిది ఎంత ఉత్కృష్టమైనటువంటిదనియు, ఎంత పవిత్రమైనదనియు, ఎంత ప్రధానమైనదనియు దీనిని అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. You can understand the importance of Omkara when it is said that that is the very essence of all the Vedas. అక్షర ప్రపంచమునందు ఏకాక్షరమైనటువంటి యొక్క ఓంకారమే సర్వాక్షరములకు నిరూపింపజేస్తున్నది. In the world of alphabets, aksharas, the Omkara happens to be the one which is the basis of all the other alphabets. ప్రణవము పరమాత్మని యొక్క పర్యాయ పదము. Omkara or Pranava is a synonym to God or divinity. ఇట్టి ప్రణవ స్వరూపమైనటువంటిదే సామవేదము. Samaveda is the very embodiment of Omkara. ఇవన్నింటికి ప్రధానమైనటువంటిది ప్రణవము. The one which is the basis and important for all this is Pranava. ప్రణవము లేని స్థానము లేదు. There is no place which does not have Pranava. ప్రణవము వినని కాలము లేదు. There is no time when you cannot hear Pranava. ఒక్క క్షణమైనను ప్రణవమును విడిచి ఉండలేము. You cannot live without Pranava even for a moment. ప్రతి జీవుల యొక్క కణమునందు కూడాను ప్రణవమే ఉంటున్నది. Pranava rings and resounds in every atom of human body. సర్వత్రా ఉన్నటువంటిది ప్రణవమే. Pranava is all pervasive. సర్వ శబ్దమునకును ప్రణవమే మూలాధారము. Pranava is the very basis for all sounds. అట్టి ప్రణవ స్వరూపమే బ్రహ్మమని కూడాను నిరూపించినది. It has also been proved that Pranava itself is the form of Brahma. కనుక దీన్ని ఏకాక్షరం బ్రహ్మ అన్నారు. This is what is described as the one-lettered Brahma. ఏమిటి ఆ ఏకాక్షరం? ఓం ఇత్యేకాక్షరం బ్రహ్మ. ఆ ఓం అనేటువంటిదే ఇదే బ్రహ్మస్వరూపము. అది ఒక్క అక్షరమే బ్రహ్మస్వరూపం అన్నారు. What is that one-lettered form of Brahma? And that is Om. ఏ తర్వాత ఓం అనేటువంటిది బ్రహ్మం అనేటువంటిది కేవలం పర్యాయ పదములే కాని రెండును ఒక్కటే.
అభేదమైనటువంటివి.
The sum and substance of all this is that Om and Brahma are synonyms. There is no difference.
ఓం
between them.
ఎట్ల సర్వవ్యాపి అయి ఉన్నదో, సర్వత్రా నిండి ఉన్నదో, అదే విధంగానే బ్రహ్మ కూడాను సర్వత్రా సర్వవ్యాపకుడై ఉంటున్నాడు అనేటువంటి సత్యాన్ని మనం గుర్తించాలి.
Today we have to recognize the fact that just as Om is all pervasive sound, Brahma is also all pervasive.
ఇది ఈ విధముగా ఉండగా అయమాత్మ బ్రహ్మ అనేటువంటిది కూడా మరొక పదం వచ్చింది.
While this is so, there is one more statement, I am Atman Brahma.
ఈ ఆత్మ అనేటువంటిది కూడాను బ్రహ్మస్వరూపమే.
This Atma is also another form of Brahma.
కనుక ఓం, బ్రహ్మ, ఆత్మ ఈ మూడు కూడాను అభేద స్వరూపములే.
Therefore, Om, Atma and Brahma are inseparable and you cannot distinguish between one from the other.
దీనికి అనేక విధములుగా ప్రతి మానవుడు కూడాను నిత్య జీవితం లోపల 4 అవస్థలను అనుభవిస్తూ వస్తున్నాడు.
Every human being is undergoing 4 states of consciousness in daily
జాగ్రత్త,
life.
స్వప్న, సుషుప్తి, తురియం.
Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti and Turiya.
అనగా జాగ్రత్త, స్వప్న, సుషుప్తి, తురియములు ఆత్మకు 4 పాదములుగా భావిస్తూ వచ్చారు.
Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti and Turiya may be described as 4 legs of this Atma.
అదే విధంగానే ఓంకారములకు కూడాను 4 పాదములు ఉంటున్నవి.
Even for Omkara, there are 4 steps of 4 legs.
అవి ఏ అకార, ఉకార, మకార.
धरिए राम का गुणगान करिए राम का गुणगान करिए सगुण रूप स्वरूप सुंदर सगुण रूप स्वरूप सुंदर सुजन रंजन भूप सुख कर सुजन रंजन भूप सुख कर राम आत्मा राम आत्मा राम का सम्मान करिए ज्ञान धरिए राम का गुणगान करिए राम का गुणगान करिए राम का गुणगान करिए राम प्रभु की भद्रता का सभ्यता का ध्यान धरिए ध्यान धरिए राम का गुणगान करिए राम का गुणगान करिए राम का गुणगान करिए
The majestic leonine gait of Devi Durga drives away all the evil that plagues our mind. The divine effulgence of Devi Saraswati shines upon our intellect, endowing wisdom. With the benevolence of Devi Mahalakshmi comes the shower of prosperity and wealth. Devi Bhavani, Jagat Janani takes care of us in this realm and the next, conferring all her creation with love and bliss, with her aura protecting her children. No force, howsoever mighty, can even think of attempting harm. While the celestials of the Suraloka and all the sentient beings of all the worlds sing your Sahasra Namavali, we would call you by that name that springs forth with love from the deepest recesses of our heart. Mother. Ma, here is a composition comprising of 8 ragas and 4 different beats, composed by your own little ones. Please accept this offering.
सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
माणिक्यवीणा मुपलालयन्ते मदालसा मञ्जुलवाग्विलासा माहेन्द्रनीलद्युति कोमलाङ्गी मातङ्गकन्या मनसा स्मरामि मातङ्गकन्या मनसा स्मरामि मातङ्गकन्या मनसा स्मरामि
मरकतश्याम
कटाक्षयतु कल्याणि कदम्बवनवासिनि जय मातङ्गतनये जय नीलोत्पलद्युते जय सङ्गीतरसिके जय लीलाशुकप्रिये गरिसनि रवम गरिसरि गम पदनिस जय मातङ्गतनये जय नीलोत्पलद्युते जय सङ्गीतरसिके जय लीलाशुकप्रिये जय लीलाशुकप्रिये जय लीलाशुकप्रिये जय जननी जय जननी जय जननी सुधासमुद्रान्तरिद्यन्मणिद्वीपसम्भूतबिम्बाटवीमध्यकल्पद्रुमाकल्पकादम्बकान्तारवासप्रिये कृत्तिवासप्रिये सर्वलोकप्रिये सादरारब्ध संगीत संभावना संभ्रमादोलनी पश्रदाबद्धचूडी सनातत्रिके सानुमत्पुत्रिके शेखरीभूत शीतांशुरेखावयूखावलीबद्ध सुस्निग्धनीलालक श्रेणि शृङ्गारिते लोकसंभाविते कामलीलाधनुसन्निबभ्रूलता पुष्पसन्दोह सन्देह त्रिलोचने वाक्सुदासेचने चारुगोरोचना पङ्कगे लीलरामाभिरामे सुरामे रमे सर्वतीर्थात्मिके सर्वमन्त्रात्मिके सर्वशक्त्यात्मिके सर्ववेदात्मिके सर्वविद्यात्मिके सर्वयोगात्मिके सर्ववर्णात्मिके सर्वगीतात्मिके सर्वनादात्मिके सर्वशब्दात्मिके सर्वविश्वात्मिके पाहि मां देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो नमः देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो नमः देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो नमः सरि पगामदनि पमदनि सनि सनि पमदनि सनि पमगमद नि सनि पम पनि पम पनि पम पनि पगामरि सपगामरि सपगामरि सनि पगामरि सपगामरि सपगामरि सनि निपगामरि सपगामरि सगामरि सविद्युत्थाम समप्रद मृगपतिस्कन्दस्थितां भीषणा कन्याभिकरबालकेटविलसत् हस्ताभिरासेविता हस्तैश्चक्रगदाशिखेटनिशिखा चापं गुणं तर्जनी बिभ्राणामनलात्मिकां शशिधरां दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे बिभ्राणामनलात्मिकां शशिधरां दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे शशिधरां दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे
सर्वतीर्थात्मिके सर्वमन्त्रात्मिके सर्वशक्त्यात्मिके सर्ववेदात्मिके सर्वविद्यात्मिके सर्वयोगात्मिके सर्ववर्णात्मिके सर्वगीतात्मिके सर्वनादात्मिके सर्वशब्दात्मिके सर्वविश्वात्मिके पाहि मां देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो नमः देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो नमः देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो नमः.
All that a child wants is to be in the comfort of its mother's lap. And we are your children, Swami. All that we want is to be with you, to hold your tender lotus feet and stay there forever. All that we want is your gentle hand to caress our cheek and say, "Good boy, Bangaru." All that our eyes pine for is your divine darshan, your beautiful face enraptures our heart. Your beatific smile captures our minds and steals away our hearts. Your enchanting laughter sends us into enthralls. As your form glides by, our mind does nothing but stay transfixed in your ethereal sight. As your finger twirls the curls of your hair, all our eyes can do is bask in the glory of this ethereal sight. As you raise your hands to bless us, all our hearts can do is just open up to your divine might. And this is our only desire, Swami. For your darshan is what gives us peace and bliss. Swami, Anandam Tava Darshanam. Anandam Tava Darshanam.
दयानिधिं सनातनसारथिं सुन्दररूपिणं
मङ्गलं मुक्तिप्रदायकम् साईनाथं नमामि. आनन्दं तव दर्शनम्
वदनम् अतिमधुरम् कुटिलितकेशं नीरजनयनं वदनम् अतिमधुरम् प्रीणति मे मनसु मुखम् सुरुचिरवचनं सुललितगमनं हृदयं करुणालवानं सुरुचिरवचनं सुललितगमनं हृदयं करुणालवानं प्रवहति प्रेमार्णवम् विकसितकुसुमं मृदुमधुभरितम् आनन्दं तव दर्शनम् आनन्दं तव दर्शनम् प्रहर्षितभावं प्रमुदितगीतम् अर्पितं तनुमनसकलं प्रहर्षितभावं प्रमुदितगीतम् अर्पितं तनुमनसकलं श्रीसाईशं सहृदचरणम् अविरतानन्दानुबन्धम् श्रीसाईशं सहृदचरणम् अविरतानन्दानुबन्धम् दरि समरि पमर पसदरि सरि मगरि सरि मगरि सरि पमरि दरि रि दस स पद ग म प प रि म पद स सरि म पद स सरि म पद स रि ग सरि नि स ध नि पद म प ग म रि ग रि नि सरि नि सरि ग प म ग म पद नि नि स प प रि स स ग रि रि म ग रि स प म ग रि म ग रि स ध नि सरि ग ग म नि नि स ग रि स नि स नि ध म ग म प म ग रि स ग रि ग स ग रि ग स ग रि ग स ग रि ग स म ग म स म ग म स म ग म स म ग म म नि ध नि म नि ध नि म नि ध नि म नि ध ग ग रि ग स ग रि स नि रि प नि स स नि स ग रि स नि स नि ध म ग म नि ध म ग म ग रि स स नि नि स नि नि स नि नि प नि आनन्दं तव दर्शनम् अनुपमभिनवरूपं विकसितकुसुमं मृदुमधुभरितम् आनन्दं तव दर्शनम् विकसितकुसुमं मृदुमधुभरितम् आनन्दं तव दर्शनम् आनन्दं तव दर्शनम् मङ्गलचरणा गजानना मङ्गलचरणा मङ्गलचरणा गजानना मङ्गलचरणा गजवदना शुभानना गजवदना शुभानना गजवदना शुभानना शुभानना मङ्गलचरणा गजा गौरी तनया गजानना मंगलचरणा गजानना गजवदना शुभानना मंगलचरणा गजानना विद्यादायक बुद्धिप्रदायक
विद्यानायक बुद्धिप्रदायक
गौरी तनया गजानना गौरी तनया गजानना गौरी तनया गजानना गौरी तनया गजानना मंगलचरणा गजानना दानव भंजन राम साई श्यामल कोमल राम दानव भंजन राम साई श्यामल कोमल राम दानव भंजन राम साई श्यामल कोमल राम 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 जय राम साई राम 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 हे राम राम जय राम साई राम 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 दशरथ नंदन राम साई दया सागरा राम दशरथ नंदन राम साई दया सागरा राम वीरों के प्रभु राम साई राम 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 हे वीरों के प्रभु राम साई राम 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 दानव भंजन राम साई श्यामल कोमल राम हे राम राम जय राम साई राम 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 दशरथ साई राम 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 दानव भंजन राम साई श्यामल कोमल राम नंदलाला नवनीत चोरा नटवर लाला गोपाला नंदलाला नवनीत चोरा नटवर लाला गोपाला देवकी वसुदेव कुमारा देव देवा गोपाला देवकी वसुदेव कुमारा देव देवा गोपाला नंदलाला नवनीत चोरा नटवर लाला गोपाला मोहन मुरळी गान विलोला मोहना साई गोपाला मोहन मुरळी गान विलोला मोहना साई गोपाला नंदलाला नवनीत चोरा नटवर लाला गोपाला देवकी वसुदेव कुमारा देव देवा गोपाला नंदलाला नवनीत चोरा नटवर लाला गोपाला मोहन मुरळी गान विलोला मोहना साई गोपाला मोहन मुरळी गान विलोला मोहना साई गोपाला नंदलाला नवनीत चोरा नटवर लाला गोपाला ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक वर्ति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता गुरुदैवमो मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्र शयना ओम जय जगदीश सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
Om Shri Sai Ram. With the divine blessings of our most beloved Bhagwan, tomorrow morning we will be entering the third day of Veda Purusha Saptaha Jnana Yagnam at Prasanthi Nilayam. The Purna Chandra Auditorium will be open for entry at 7 o'clock. After the Mangalarti in the Purna Chandra Hall, devotees can proceed to Sai Kulwant Hall to receive Bhagwan's Divya Darshan, which will conclude with Maha Mangalarti. The devotees who wish to attend the Yagnam after the Mangalarti in Purna Chandra Hall can remain seated. Tomorrow morning, we'll be going for the 5th day of Grama Seva. The students and staff members of Bhagwan's educational institutions will take Pradakshina of Bhagwan in Mandir at 8 o'clock and then proceed to Purna Chandra Hall to attend the Yagnam before going for the day's Gram Seva. Tomorrow's evening session in Sai Kulwant Hall will commence at 4:30 with Vedam chanting. At 4:40, the third day's proceedings of Prasanthi Vidwan Maha Sabha will commence with invocatory Vedam, followed by a talk by an erudite Telugu scholar from Vijayawada, Sri Jandyala Mahati Shankar, who will be speaking on the glory of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai during Devi Navratri Mahotsavam. After the talk, we'll be blessed with Bhagwan's divine discourse. The evening session in Sai Kulwant Hall will conclude with bhajans and Mangalarti, followed by Bhagwan's Divya Darshan. Sai Ram.
ఓం శ్రీ సాయిరామ్. స్వామివారి దివ్యానుగ్రహ ఆశీస్సులతో ప్రశాంతి నిలయంలో జరుగుచున్న వేదపురుష సప్తాహ జ్ఞానయజ్ఞంలో రేపటి 3వ రోజున పూర్ణచంద్ర సభామండపం భక్తుల ప్రవేశార్థమై ఉదయం 7 గంటలకు తెరవబడును. పూర్ణచంద్ర సభామండపంలో మంగళహారతి అనంతరం భక్తులు సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభామండపంలో స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం గావించుకోవచ్చు. మహామంగళహారతితో స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం ముగియను. పూర్ణచంద్ర సభామండపంలో మంగళహారతి అనంతరం యజ్ఞాన్ని వీక్షించదలిచిన భక్తులు సభామండపంలో ఆసీనులై ఉండవచ్చు. రేపటి ఉదయం 8 గంటలకు స్వామివారి విద్యార్థులు మరియు విద్యాసంస్థల సిబ్బంది మందిరంలో స్వామివారికి ప్రదక్షిణ గావించి పూర్ణచంద్ర సభామండపంలో యజ్ఞ కార్యక్రమాన్ని వీక్షించి 5వ రోజు గ్రామసేవకై తరలి వెళ్తారు. సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభామండపంలో రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమం 4:30 గంటలకు వేదపఠనంతో ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. 4:40 ప్రశాంతి విద్వాన్ మహాసభ 3వ రోజు కార్యక్రమం వేదోచ్చారణతో ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. తదుపరి ప్రముఖ తెలుగు పండితులు మరియు విజయవాడ వాస్తవ్యులు శ్రీ జంధ్యాల మహతీశంకర్ గారు దేవీ నవరాత్రి మహోత్సవాల్లో శ్రీ సత్యసాయి భగవానుని వైభవం అను అంశంపై ప్రసంగిస్తారు. అనంతరం స్వామివారి దివ్య సందేశం. సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమం భజనతో కొనసాగి మంగళారతితో ముగిను. తదుపరి స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం. జై సాయిరామ్.
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।